Article I-23. The Council of Ministers 1. The Council shall, jointly with the European Parliament, exercise legislative and budgetary functions. It shall carry out policy-making and coordinating functions as laid down in the Constitution. 2. The Council shall consist of a representative of each member state at ministerial level, who may commit the government of the member state in question, and cast its vote. 3. The Council shall act by a qualified majority except where the Constitution provides otherwise. Article I-24. Configurations of the Council of Ministers 1. The Council shall meet in different configurations. 2. The General Affairs Council shall ensure consistency in the work of the different council configurations. 26 Part I. It shall prepare and ensure the follow-up to meetings of the European Council in liaison with the President of the European Council and the Commission. 3. The Foreign Affairs Council shall elaborate the Union's external action on the basis of strategic guidelines laid down by the European Council and ensure that the Union's action is consistent. 4. The European Council shall adopt by a qualified majority a European decision, establishing the list of other council configurations. 5. A committee of permanent representatives of the governments of the member states shall be responsible for preparing the work of the Council. 6. The Council shall meet in public, when it deliberates, and votes on a draft legislative act. To this end, each council meeting shall be divided into two parts, dealing respectively with deliberations on Union legislative acts, and non-legislative activities. 7. The presidency of council configurations, other than that of foreign affairs, shall be held by member state representatives in the council on the basis of equal rotation, in accordance with the conditions established by European decision of the European Council. The European Council shall act by a qualified majority. Article I-25. Definition of qualified majority within the European Council, and the Council 1. A qualified majority shall be defined as at least 55% of the members of the Council, comprising at least 15 of them, and representing member states, comprising at least 65% of the population of the Union. A blocking minority must include at least 4 Council members, failing which the qualified majority shall be deemed attained. 2. By way of derogation from paragraph 1, when the Council does not act on a proposal from the Commission, or from the Union Minister for Foreign Affairs, the qualified majority shall be defined as at least 72% of the members of the Council, representing member states, comprising at least 65% of the population of the Union. 3. Paragraphs 1 and 2 shall apply to the European Council, when it is acting by a qualified majority. 4. Within the European Council, its President, and the President of the Commission shall not take part in the vote. Article I-26. The European Commission. 1. The Commission shall promote the general interest of the Union, and take appropriate initiatives to that end. It shall ensure the application of the Constitution and measures adopted by the institutions pursuant to the Constitution. It shall oversee the application of Union law under the control of the Court of Justice of the European Union. It shall execute the budget and manage treaty, establishing a Constitution for Europe 27-28 Part I programs. It shall exercise coordinating, executive and management functions, as laid down in the Constitution, with the exception of the common foreign and security policy and other cases provided for in the Constitution. It shall ensure the Union's external representation. It shall initiate the Union's annual and multi-annual programming with a view to achieving interinstitutional agreements. 2. Union legislative acts may be adopted only on the basis of a Commission proposal, except where the Constitution provides otherwise. Other acts shall be adopted on the basis of a Commission proposal, where the Constitution so provides. 3. The Commission's term of office shall be 5 years. 4. The members of the Commission shall be chosen on the ground of their general competence and European commitment from persons whose independence is beyond doubt. 5. The first commission appointed under the provisions of the Constitution shall consist of 1 national of each member state, including its president, and the Union Minister for Foreign Affairs, who shall be one of its vice presidents. 6. As from the end of the term of office of the Commission referred to in paragraph 5, the Commission shall consist of a number of members, including its president, and the Union Minister for Foreign Affairs, corresponding to 2/3 of the number of member states, unless the European Council, acting unanimously, decides to alter this number. The members of the Commission shall be selected from among the nationals of the member states on the basis of a system of equal rotation between the member states. The system shall be established by a European decision adopted unanimously by the European Council, and on the basis of the following principles. A. Member states shall be treated on a strictly equal footing as regards determination of the sequence of, and the time spent by, their nationals as members of the Commission. Consequently, the difference between the total number of terms of office held by nationals of any given pair of member states may never be more than 1. B. Subject to point A. Each successive Commission shall be so composed as to reflect satisfactorily the demographic and geographical range of all the member states. 7. In carrying out its responsibilities, the Commission shall be completely independent. Without prejudice to Article I-28. 2. The members of the Commission shall neither seek, nor take instructions from any government, or other institution, body, office or entity. They shall refrain from any action incompatible with their duties, or the performance of their tasks. 8. The Commission, as a body, shall be responsible to the European Parliament. In accordance with Article 340, the European Parliament may vote on a censure motion on the Commission. If such a motion is carried, the members of the Commission shall resign as a body, and the Union Minister for Foreign Affairs shall resign from the duties that he or she carries out in the Commission. Treaty Establishing a Constitution for Europe 29 Article I-27. The President of the European Commission 1. Taking into account the elections to the European Parliament, and after having held the appropriate consultations, the European Council, acting by a qualified majority, shall propose to the European Parliament a candidate for President of the Commission. This candidate shall be elected by the European Parliament by a majority of its component members. If he or she does not obtain the required majority, the European Council, acting by a qualified majority, shall within 1 month propose a new candidate, who shall be elected by the European Parliament, following the same procedure. 2. The Council, by common accord with the President-elect, shall adopt the list of the other persons, whom it proposes for appointment as members of the Commission. They shall be selected, on the basis of the suggestions made by member states, in accordance with the criteria set out in Article I-26, 4 and 6, second subparagraph. The President, the Union Minister for Foreign Affairs, and the other members of the Commission, shall be subject as a body to a vote of consent by the European Parliament. On the basis of this consent, the Commission shall be appointed by the European Council, acting by a qualified majority. 3. The President of the Commission shall, a. lay down guidelines within which the Commission is to work, b. decide on the internal organization of the Commission, ensuring that it acts consistently, efficiently and as a collegiate body, c. appoint vice presidents, other than the Union Minister for Foreign Affairs, from among the members of the Commission. A member of the Commission shall resign if the President so requests. The Union Minister for Foreign Affairs shall resign, in accordance with the procedure set out in Article I-28, 1, if the President so requests. Article I-28. The Union Minister for Foreign Affairs 1. The European Council, acting by a qualified majority, with the agreement of the President of the Commission, shall appoint the Union Minister for Foreign Affairs. The European Council may end his or her term of office by the same procedure. 2. The Union Minister for Foreign Affairs shall conduct the Union's common foreign and security policy. He or she shall contribute by his or her proposals to the development of that policy, which he or she shall carry out as mandated by the Council. The same shall apply to the common security and defense policy. 3. The Union Minister for Foreign Affairs shall preside over the Foreign Affairs Council. 30 Part I-4. The Union Minister for Foreign Affairs shall be one of the Vice Presidents of the Commission. He or she shall ensure the consistency of the Union's external action. He or she shall be responsible within the Commission for responsibilities incumbent on it in external relations, and for coordinating other aspects of the Union's external action. In exercising these responsibilities within the Commission, and only for these responsibilities, the Union Minister for Foreign Affairs shall be bound by Commission procedures to the extent that this is consistent with paragraphs 2 and 3. Article I-29. The Court of Justice of the European Union 1. The Court of Justice of the European Union shall include the Court of Justice, the General Court, and specialized courts. It shall ensure that in the interpretation and application of the Constitution the law is observed. Member states shall provide remedies sufficient to ensure effective legal protection in the fields covered by Union law. 2. The Court of Justice shall consist of one judge from each member state. It shall be assisted by advocates general. The General Court shall include at least one judge per member state. The judges, and the advocates general of the Court of Justice, and the judges of the General Court, shall be chosen from persons whose independence is beyond doubt, and who satisfy the conditions set out in Articles 355 and 356. They shall be appointed by common accord of the governments of the member states for 6 years. Retiring judges and advocates general may be reappointed. 3. The Court of Justice of the European Union shall, in accordance with Part 3a, rule on actions brought by a member state and institution, or a natural or legal person, b. give preliminary rulings, at the request of courts or tribunals of the member states, on the interpretation of Union law, or the validity of acts adopted by the institutions, c. rule in other cases provided for in the Constitution.